Taurus horoscope, August 2020. The sun is in outgoing Leo as it squares quirky Uranus in your sturdy sign on August 2nd. The unexpected nature of this transit causes you a lot of stress because logic won't apply to a lot of situations you find yourself in. Now, try not to make any sudden moves. Accidents can happen when you don't plan ahead. There's an Aquarius full moon on the 3rd to add to the strangeness, and your need to express yourself will be high. Although you usually like to take a conservative, more traditional approach to life, this eccentric influence encourages you to think outside the box. The next few days should be interesting, to say the least. Your ruler Venus enters caring, nurturing Cancer on August 7th, so your attention shifts to home life and how you can make things more comfortable and homier. You might experience more mood swings now than usual, but it's only because you're so concerned about everyone else's feelings. Eccentric Uranus goes retrograde in your sign on the 15th, triggering a 5-month journey into self discovery and reflection. Why have you reacted to certain life changes the way you have in the past year? And how can you work on changing your reactions in the future? Life isn't always predictable, but your reaction to it can be. Egyptian insight, spiritual, intellectual, physical, social, and emotional aspect of the self for Taurus in August of 2020. Strength for spiritual. 9 of chalices or cups for intellectual. 3 of cups or chalices for physical. Temperance for social. And the will for emotional. Strength. Important to study law or duty, the law of right, and to practice justice with love, taming the beast within. Positive aspects, courage, strength, energy, intelligence that triumphs over brute force, mastery of oneself and one's own actions, work, activity, action, moral strength, defense of just causes, defeat of evil. Negative aspects, weakness, laziness, cowardice, cruelty, anger, tyranny, illness, danger, stupid recklessness, impulsive reactions, strong and dangerous enemy. So you gotta tame the higher self has to tame the beast within and put the shadow behind yourself. Don't look down in front of the shadow. Keep the shadow behind you. Keep moving forward, aligning with your higher self. 9 of chalices. Isis is not the Ankh. Powerful talisman. Symbol of positive energies that bring life with them. Positive aspects of satisfaction, physical well-being, solution to problems, repose, recovery. Negative aspects, mistakes, imperfections, small problems, need for a guide. This is your intellectual. Are you thinking about the imperfections and how things aren't as you expect them? Or are you more of satisfied and solution to your problems, repose, recovery? Even though it's an odd number, the cups can balance on the top of each other like this if done correctly. And the Ankh is going to help you with that. Balancing your mind. Letting go. Don't let anger build up. 3 of chalices. The papyrus scepter. Worn around the neck by pharaohs. Gives vigor and new youth. Positive aspects of growth, career advance, self to success, relief, healing, happy end to an undertaking, or negative aspects of move, excess, small arguments that carry on over time. So, turning molehills into mountains. Physical aspects, your environment, your material, finances, Once again, odd number, but they can balance on top of each other correctly. The flower there. Growth, career advance is what you want to be on. You don't want to be on excess or moving right now. Small arguments that carry on over time. Same old, same old. You want to cut that out and move to the higher, the better, the more positive aspect of yourself. Temperance. Water that falls drop by drop and erodes the hardest stone. Positive aspects: moderation, harmony, serenity, capacity to adapt, happy transformation, holiday, repose, healthy diversion. Virtues: positive magnetism, recovery, transfusion of vital force. Negative aspects of excess of all types: anxiety, impatience, wrong choices, incapacity to adapt, tensions, frustrations, strong dislikes, oppositions, confusion. Balancing the cups to where they have equal amount of water in both, half full, not half empty. Or one empty, one too overflowing. Angelic, inspiration, brilliance, social aspect of yourself. Almost a what would Jesus do kind of thing. What would your higher self do? What would your higher self, what is the future, mature, old version of you going to tell you about it? If it can come back and say, hey, look, this is what I learned about life and this is what you should know. How would that play into your social aspect of your life? The wheel. You got some devils here playing on your wheel, some cobras on here waiting for it to fall. You got the Sphinx up here poking them, dealing out karma. This is emotional aspect of the self. Positive aspects of undeserved success, casual advantages, unexpected events, propitious occasions. Immediately sees, measurable time, month, year, natural cycles. Negative aspects of sudden, unfavorable changes, instability, temporary benefits, end of a favorable cycle, inconsistency, reincarnation. Same old, not getting the message, not learning not passing the test. Keep taking the same grade over and over again. You know, are you being on your teenager emotional aspect of yourself or the mature adult emotional aspect of yourself? Cosmic, spiritual, intellectual, physical, social, and emotional aspects of the self for Taurus in August of 2020. Eight of Wands for spiritual, Seven of Pentacles for intellectual, Seven of Wands for physical, Prince of Pentacles for social, and Ace of Pentacles for emotional. Eight of Wands, swiftness, gone with the wind, divine alignment, protecting you, guiding you, looking over you. See the lightning bolts on the top of these wands? Birds flying with you. Referencing swift activity, sudden progress or movement, enthusiasm, new solutions, speed, hastily made decisions, too rapid advancement, thorns of dispute, jealousy, doubt, remorse, burnout. Spiritual aspect of yourself. Maybe take a time out to tame the beast and put the shadow behind you. With all that energy you have gone with the wind, put it all to use in the right way. Spiritual aspect of yourself. Seven of Pentacles, the struggle. Feeling like this is a bad time. for you and your finances and what you're thinking about, how you're going to take care of everything. Referencing failure, bad business, hard work with little success, hazardous speculation, bad investments, ingenuity, growth, hard work begins to yield fruit, inventiveness, good business. Not having your enough savings. Nine of Cups here, balance, even though it's an odd number. So is the Seven of Pentacles. It's holding 2, the rest are buried. Hard to dig up without a shovel. Take a while with your bare hands. Scarab there, rolling the dung towards the sun. Putting in that hard work. Keep on swimming, little one. 7 of Wands. Defending your position. Referencing overwhelming odds. Surmounted, valor, action without planning, negotiation, contest, fight for survival, skill in martial arts, courage, worry, agitation, hesitation may cause losses, perplexity. Doing what you need to do, harnessing all of your skills, overcoming the adversity, being flexible. Whatever movie you see where people are very proficient in martial arts or fighting or spy or whatever, this is your environment you're in, so use that as inspiration for yourself and to hone in on those skills you have to keep things going. The cups flowing like a water fountain with the flower. Get that younger self aspect of yourself rejuvenated. Keep on swimming. Prince of Pentacles, that's you. You're Taurus up here, the bull up here on the cliff. The Prince of Pentacles is not somebody you want as an enemy. So you don't want to be your own enemy. You don't want to be fighting yourself. You want to have that temperance, that balance of the flow. Referencing persistence, inventiveness, reliability, readiness to help, solidness, a true friend, methodicalness, pensiveness, practicality, patience, ability to conclude a task, laboriness, indolence, stubbornness, apathy, mercilessness, narrow-mindedness, limits set by dogmatic views. You gotta let go of what you think is fair and just be yourself, Taurus. Be that hard-working bull that pulls the plow to lay the crops. Angelically divine, so you can get that break while the crops grow. Do what you gotta do, even if you're being ridden like a cat, like a bucking bull for 8 seconds. It may seem like for eternity to you, but it's only 8 seconds to them. But be divinely inspired by the angelic brilliance that is helping you with the temperance and balancing your social aspects of yourself. Ace of Pentacles, brilliantly, or illumination with self-worth, prosperity. The wheel keeps turning and all these things are jumping on, and your past, your trauma, the system you're in, the BS the world presents to you, brings into your world, the things your heart is having a hard time getting off. The Sphinx is trying to help you with karma, so keep on doing the good deeds and forgiving and letting go. Referencing wealth, fertility, dowry, perfection, personal talent, personal task, attainment, prosperity, felicity, bliss, gold, treasures, waste, corruption, by money, miserliness, greed, fool's gold. So don't be deceived either. Have discernment, but put in the work and have faith in the Sphinx poking the demons off of you. Your emotional heart will get cleansed if you do the illumination and believe with your heart of your future. This is a new beginning. Retrograde, 5 months. Introspection, doing the work. Universal fantasy, spiritual, intellectual, physical, social, and emotional aspect of the self for Taurus in August of 2020. Three of Pentacles for spiritual. Six of Swords for intellectual. Nine of Wands for physical. The Star for social. Ten of Cups for emotional. Three of Pentacles. Building a little cage for your dreams and hopes. Spiritual aspect of yourself is locked up inside. Maybe it's time to break it open and let it free with all that energy you have, and don't keep it in the shadows. Put the shadow behind you and let it out brilliantly, and keep your strength divinely in front of you. Got the energy, the momentum, everything's with you, flowing with you. You got this. Planetary alignments, astrology, everything's working for you. Spiritual aspect of yourself. Unlock the higher self you've locked away. Six of Swords. Spread your wings. Maybe it's time to change direction. Seven of Pentacles is showing you that what got you to where you are with the troubles, and not educating yourself about preparing for a bad rainy day. Nine of Cups, balancing it all out. The younger self. Act like you're young again and doing the work and learning what you need to know, taking that new direction, opening your wings for flight. Nine of Wands, taking that moment, waiting for divine timing, perfect timing. Defending yourself, waiting for that counter strike. Three of Cups, you got the talisman, the youth on your side. You're young and vibrant. Take your time. Even if you're old and you seem like you're not young and vibrant, inside you are young and vibrant. You have the energy up here in the spiritual aspect of yourself. Let it out. But with perfect timing, with the counter strike, you punch too early, you're going to hit in the face and have a bloody nose. But if you punch right on time, you're going to win with the counter strike. This is your environmental, so do the work, blow your flute, defend yourself, wait for the moment. Waterfall of cups and emotions, balanced, even though it's odd number. Star, don't be impatient with people. Star is telling you to be patient. Prince of Pentacles, you're the bull. It's you, Prince of Pentacles. Temperance. It's like understanding that if you relax, things will work out for you. Don't be impatient. Don't be frustrated. Don't be running around bull in a china closet. Have that temperance. Social aspect of yourself. Ten of Cups. Appreciating the beautiful things that are in your life. On your daily life. Ace of Pentacles is how this new beginning of appreciation of your daily life. Hopefully you're not, starving and dying. The Sphinx, the wheel is turning. Demons are getting poked off of your heart. Appreciate the little things in your life that are good. Not everything in your life is just, unless you're a prisoner, slave in like Somalia or something, being traded on the slave trade, which you're probably not watching this then. But so if you're watching this, you're not that person. Look on the bright side. Your heart is guiding you. Sacred geometry activations for Taurus in August of 2020. Prosperity. The frequency of prosperity supports our feeling of well-being by allowing the inclusion of everything that makes our body, mind, heart, soul, and spirit sing. It invites us to express ourselves in joy and celebration of the abundance and riches that the universe provides. The new energy is asking us to revisit and redefine how we want to perceive many human concepts to help us recreate a reality that reflects a new and more expanded consciousness. The way in which we perceive and experience our state of prosperity is important to the creation of our new reality. The word prosperity originates from the Latin word prosperous, which means doing well. But this entails much more than just our financial wellness. The original meaning encompasses the totality of our well-being, including our health and happiness, as well as our success. Sadly, it seems that we have lost this meaning over time. We have grown accustomed to measuring our success and thus our prosperity by the reflection of our bank accounts. The new energy invites us to reconsider our feelings of joy, love, and compassion, and connection to self and others, in addition to fulfillment of our more mundane and physical needs. All are part of our sense of prosperity. In this activation, the abundance of rich, deep, and vibrant colors refers to the abundance of experiences that the universe provides in any given moment. Experiences that resonate with all parts of our being and activate all the energy centers in our body. The swirling movements indicate the constant change that is at the core of our human experience. Their predominantly green and turquoise colors indicate the importance of letting all these experiences flow through the heart center, where we can connect them with our inner truth before we express them in the external world. The forest in the background and the double squares support the activation of prosperity on the level of our earthly plane and in all our daily lives, so that all of our needs are fulfilled, those on the emotional and spiritual plane, as well as the ones that ensure our physical survival and well-being. The flowers at the corners represent the beautiful potential for new life, new possibilities, and new richness that grows from each new moment. The number 8 is the manifestation number, referring to our capacity to create our reality and our prosperity on this earth plane, though, through an open heart and clear, focused intent. Keepers of the Light, who has a message for Taurus in August of 2020? Gaia. Earth connection. Be mindful of the planet. Come back to Earth. Stay grounded. Gaia is Mother Earth. She is the keeper of the light who holds the planet in her hands and heart. Her kiss is on every animal's forehead. She is the life that moves through the plants, the sweetness within, the honey, and the force that encourages the bees to fly. She loves, protects, and guides all beings. She asks us to love them too. How can we help them? How can we help the planet? You are blessed to receive this great Mother card today because it shows that the earth itself, through the image of Gaia, is protecting your path. You are a strong, focused, and loving individual. Stay grounded and don't allow your imagination, ego, or fears to run away with you. Ensure your choices are for the highest good. Gaia is also bringing her motherly love to you and encircling you in a cocoon of peace. If you have had troubles with a mother in your life or are feeling disconnected from grieving your own mother, Gaia helps revitalize that connection and will bring healing where it is possible. If you are a mother and are worrying about these duties, know that Gaia is thanking you for your hard work and commitment. The earth is blessed to have you. Dragons, which dragons have a message for Taurus in August of 2020? Lilac Fire Dragon. Transmutes through the power of the divine love. Open up to transcendent love and enlightenment. Purity of heart brings peace, hope, and joy. These dragons are fifth dimensional, however, they can reach up into the ninth dimensions to access the awesome lilac fire of source. Lilac fire of source, which is a new energy recently graced to earth. This carries transcendent love as well as enlightenment. When these dragons pours their lilac fire over and through us, we are bathed in divine feminine light, which has the power to dissolve all lower energies in pure love and bring us peace, hope, and joy. It also bathes us in the higher divine feminine qualities of wisdom, agape, and oneness. Having this energy in our aura may even allow us to experience bliss and ecstasy. When you choose this card, a lilac fire dragon will touch you with incredible ninth dimensional light. So call it in and ask it to touch you. As it approaches you, breathe in divine love and sense that the lilac fire enveloping you will enable you to let go of the old easily and calmly and graciously. Notice particularly how you feel when this dragon touches you and sense the purity of the love that it radiates. Ask this dragon to remain with you to anchor the glorious light of the lilac fire and take you into a new and illumined way of being. When you do this, the love radiating from your heart will become purer and more beautiful. People will sense this and respond with trust, respect, and gratitude. Consciously work with this beautiful dragon and notice the difference it makes to your life and the quality of love around you. Sacred power for Taurus in August of 2020. Retreat. Spend time with nature. Seek silence and solitude. Within each season, nature is in perfect harmony with animals and plants. Secret gardens are bountiful, hidden away from the public and blessed in abundance of natural life. Being in nature allows you to naturally reset and recharge your energy fields by grounding your energy in the present. Being constantly available removes your ability to retreat and hibernate when your soul is crying out for solitude. Nature brings all that we need to survive, and it is within nature you can remove yourself from any situation. Creating a space between you and a particular issue will give you a better perspective. Your mind will become focused and clearer towards your goals, desires, and best course of action. Exhaustion, stress, and chronic fatigue are triggering your fight or flight response. Being in nature will assist your body in resetting its biorhythm, synchronizing your energy into its natural cycles. Stress relief and emotional reprieve is achievable now if you commit to placing yourself first. A physical retreat such as a holiday may be in order. Now is the time to escape. Your soul requires solitude. Find a special place that you alone can call your own secret garden. It is here that you can pause and take rest, knowing that you are removed and hidden from the rest of the world. You can reflect and escape from interference and detach from group or family conflicts without guilt, finally receiving peace of mind and stillness and sunshine. Nurturing your empathic qualities gives you an opportunity to find joy and appreciate the beauty of simplicity. Stop and smell the roses. Don't promise to hold secrets you know you can't keep. Privacy is required, as matters need to be approached delicately and diplomatically, even if you want to shout them from a rooftop. Take a step back or disconnect from technology. You need to spend more time in nature. Affirmation. I am clearly aligned with the Earth's natural rhythms. I am able to process empathy with minimal disruption to mind, body, and spirit. Isis, what is your message for Taurus in August of 2020? Divine Sisterhood. Community of the spiritual sisters and brothers of the light. A community that is based in equality, respect, healthy boundaries, and personal freedom, with a mutual desire for spiritual growth and honoring of innate wisdom. Great miracles occur. You are part of this community of light. At one time it existed only in the spiritual worlds, yet now it is being born on the earth. It is part of your destiny to help create and nurture a conscious community that empowers all of its members and is based in truth. Letting the divine feminine nourish you now into new relationships, collaborations, community, and friendships is very wise. There are many souls with whom you have spiritual contracts decided upon before you were born, who wish to help you, and whom you can help too as you grow together in peace and light and wisdom. Your light has value on its own, of course, but it is also of deep service when it is visible to others, lighting the way. You're guided to allow the beloved Isis to help you now through community. There can be strength in numbers. Community can help you gain the added power of group effort to rise above the old patterns and lift each other into the new patterns that are so much more real and beautiful. In unity with divine and each other, we grow and we become capable of such wonders. Mother Isis says that there is so much light awakening within our planet and so much spiritual light gifted to Earth from celestial beings at this time that it makes sense to build a large enough container to receive it. Groups that are willing to learn to connect at heart level, honoring each other as divine beings, can become capable of calling in and receiving tremendous forces of light and service to humanity and the earth. If you had enough electricity to power a city, you wouldn't try to fit it in one house. Likewise, with all this spiritual electricity becoming available on the earth, groups are needed to help it to calculate and flow. You are wise and grounded enough within yourself not to lose yourself in a group, and instead to help a group become a community of honoring individuals. Your leadership by example is important, as groups can sometimes descend to the lowest energetic vibration if the numbers or members fall into their egos rather than staying in their hearts. Yet if the members can stay in their hearts, the group can lift each other up rather than pull each other down. The oracle of the Divine Sisterhood is based on the love between the goddess of ancient Egypt, Hathor, Isis, Bastet, and Sekhmet, and more. They are often pictured with similar symbols and headdresses and share some iconography that helps us realize that although they are divine individual beings, they are connected as unique expressions of something greater. If you accept all this but still cannot find your spiritual home here and have been wondering where your community is, you are not alone. They are looking for you too. Say yes to opportunities to meet like-minded people and let Isis guide you through circumstances, opportunities, and spontaneous moments as you and your beloved sisters and brothers find each other together for group benefit. This is also guidance that you are moving into empowerment of your own divine feminine and are capable of helping others enter into theirs. The role of the divine sisterhood is about empowering all, not one above the other, and growing in wisdom through listening and sharing, through allowing for the uniqueness of all beings and encouraging all to grow from a win-win perspective. If you are in a community but are finding that the group ego is becoming more powerful than the group soul, and the energy of the community is pulling you down rather than lifting you up, then this oracle says to trust in the divine feminine to lead you onwards. Give your best and move and most truthful expression and effort. But if this community is not of a vibration that can work for you, then move on without judgment or fear. Just move on and trust that with the law of magnetism, you will attract yourself into a community that has the best vibration for you. If you have found that you have guidance to build community yourself and are feeling a little overwhelmed at the thought, stay calm and stay in your heart. Allow yourself to collaborate with others and work in smaller groups in connection with each other as a way to build community together. It will happen naturally. The Divine Sisterhood will guide you if you ask for their assistance with unconditional love. Wisdom of the Oracle, what message do you have for Taurus in August of 2020? All that glitters. A need to see beyond the superficial, the desire to don a mask or dress something up to disguise its true nature, trying to be something you're not, chasing after every sparkly new thing, being mercurial. It's only human to want to adore oneself in trinkets and paint a pretty picture of oneself. It's natural to want to acquire the trappings of status or to deny them as a statement of rebellion. But if it sparkles, is it better? Whether it's a first car, a big house, a title or position, the stamp of authority, or the sparkling of diamonds. These icons let you know something about a person, place, or thing. Or do they? The truth is that people seek to acquire things because of what they will do for them, and how they symbolically will elevate them and make them more attractive. This card signals that it's time to see beyond the adornments and probe underneath the surface. Learn to recognize the masks people wear and the motives underlying them. Imagine that all the glitter is gone. Would you still desire the object or person? Relationship message. Sometimes we try to become something we're not to impress others. We embellish a story a bit, adding some dramatic elements to make us more appealing. The real person becomes hidden behind the sparkle and shine. Then there are times when we don't see the true value of someone else because he or she may not have the glitz and glamour that seems so desirable. Now is the time to look past the surface, beyond the mask, to the essence of a person. Who that person is, not what he or she has or can give you, is important. See beyond the glitter and look for the inner glow. Use the eyes in your heart. Let go of artifice and let what is authentic shine. Prosperity message. Sometimes an opportunity looks so good that it glitters like gold and just you just can't resist it, especially when it appears others are doing so well and have hit the mother lode. During the American Gold Rush, everyone hurried west to find their fortune, and then deserted entire towns after the mine depleted the gold veins in the earth. So too can you deplete yourself as you chase after the latest shiny things that has caught your eye. There is a mercurial quality to your present circumstances. Pay no attention to those who chase after fool's gold. Resist the temptation to be jealous of others. What they have achieved may not be the true success you seek. Don't compare yourself to them. You see only the surface right now, only the sparkle. Be assured that you will experience your own shining moment if you stick to what you know. All that glitters may not be gold for you. Protection message. This is a signal to walk away from what you're contemplating. There is a thin veneer of glitter and sparkle that masks something rotten underneath. Pursuing it will only bring about a difficult situation you will be sorry you got yourself into. Stay away. Isn't it wonderful how Spirit protects you? Better things await. Cosmic message for Taurus in August of 2020. Shine. Shine, for you not only light your path, but the path of others around you. If you have selected this card, Spirit encourages you to shine your extraordinary radiant light. You have traveled a long road full of experiences that consisted of reservations and uncertainty of self. Now you find yourself inspired, motivated, and ignited with a sense of purpose and passion. Limitations of the mind that once kept you bound have been released, and you are now ready to take that next step. It is time, dear one, to follow your heart's true calling and sing your unique song. Spirit thanks you for having the courage to step away from the crowd despite this caution of the mind. The more you build on your creative passion, the brighter your light will shine. Not only will your surroundings transform to reflect your increasing vibration, but many around you will be inspired by your achievements and personal growth. Just by following your heart and doing what you love best, you will assist humanity in raising its planetary light. Some may become envious of your accomplishments and success, but don't feel obliged to turn your lights low to appease the discontent in them. Keep shining, for soon they too will be inspired by your luminous glow. A strong current is propelling you forward in a positive direction, steered by the heart. A path that is driven by the heart is a soul that is limitless and fruitful. Have fun during this wonderful time and express your beautiful soul for the world to see. You deserve it. Prayer. Great Spirit, I thank you for the clarity, insight, and direction I have in my life. I am grateful for the wonderful opportunity to share my unique light with the world. Associated chakra, sacral. White Light Oracle, what's the message for Taurus in August of 2020? (528 Hertz Mandala of the Heart). Sometimes aspects of our life fall apart and don't go to plan. This is so they can come back together in a beautiful new way. Trust in the goodness. Trust in the goodness and the inevitable blessing of your destiny falling into place. Do not trust your fears. Put your faith in the love of your heart. A heartfelt wish is going to manifest. The mandala of the heart is the expression of the divine feminine power within. It is a life-changing experience of love, healing, and compassion, deep repair and restoration that can only happen when we feel safe and loved enough to truly let go. Despite what the wounded opinions of ego might have one believe, love is the most powerful consciousness of the planet. It is also highly intelligent. As we open to heal with the frequency of love in our hearts, we naturally evoke positive effects in the lives of others too. We attract positive intervention from spirit. Pathways open up, magic happens. Love is the path to the transformational, the alchemical, and miraculous. It is the means by which negative patterns are reversed, and the original purity and beauty of our innate spiritual perfection can manifest itself in all dimensions, including the physical. We may feel we are bumbling along, yet we are blessed with an invisible, powerful field of grace moving with us, ensuring that our actions yield the best outcomes and that we attract what we truly want and need. The heart has access to a wisdom more powerful than logic, in which can overcome any obstacle. To enter into that wisdom, we have to trust in something greater than our own opinions and our allegiance to our history. Your heart is more than connected to the universal heart. It is a holographic emanation, part of the sacred mandala of the divine feminine heart, and as such holds divine genius and power, and wants to manifest that which is evolving, new, inspired, and beautiful. To believe that history must repeat itself, or that what we imagine is the limit of what can happen, is to deny the power of the heart and the generosity of divine grace. We need radical lovers and inspired dreamers who dare to invite in the most outlandishly blessed interventions of the universal heart for all beings. You have it within your heart to be one of those prayer alchemists for humanity. 528 Hertz is the love frequency of creation. The choices, decisions, and projects inspired by love have countless and far-reaching positive effects. As we tune into that inner frequency, we connect to all hearts in a powerful alchemical network which delivers an infusion of divine protection and uplifting wisdom into the human collective. Priestesses, sound alchemists, and heart healers work with these frequencies, understanding their capacity to evoke the alchemical and the miraculous. These are our spiritual brothers and sisters, cultivating and radiating the consciousness of love, that soothing and courage-inducing medicine of the soul. In a reading, this oracle confirms that honoring deep soul bonds and sharing healing with your soul tribe is an important facet of your purpose. You have the power of love in your heart. It is the healing spiritual glue that can bring people together for a higher purpose. It inspires others and generates positive energy to lighten the emotional load many souls carry. When 528 Hertz mandala of the heart appears in your reading, you are being put on notice that the divine feminine has a vision for your soul and is organizing events accordingly. She will guide you through your heart, and with her protection, the manifestation of your soul path is assured. Starseeds, what is our message for Taurus in August of 2020? Portal. Doors are opening. You decide rewards. Wild card. Doors are opening for you. Your thoughts are extra powerful for you right now. Planets are aligning. The timing is right. The universe is saying yes. You have the Midas touch. Your hard work is being rewarded. This is a time when you can reap the rewards of efforts or for efforts made in the past. It's also a time when you can achieve a lot. Great leaps can be made. Extreme transformation can occur. Great distances can be traveled in a short space of time. You're swimming with the cosmic current of life. What experience would you like to have? What do you want to create? What new adventure would you like to manifest? Don't lose focus. Use this moment in time wisely. Be conscious and clear with your emotions and thinking. Projects that you've been working on are coming to fruition. Things are in full bloom. It's time to take your harvest and taste your well-earned fruits. When this card comes up in the spread, it's a sure sign that effortless change is possible. If you've been looking for a sign, this is your portal into that new reality. Now is the time to make big changes. If you've been guided to switch things up, you're extremely well supported right now. Use this energy and jump right on it. Or jump right on in. Starseed Soul Inquiry, what would you most like to experience? And that's your reading, Taurus. Thanks for watching. Click the links below, become a Patreon, and see you next month.